Good morning, students. Today I am going to take your revision class Methods of Communication. So you can see here there are three types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, and visual communication. First, I will discuss about verbal communication. The verbal communication is done orally or as a piece of writing. It can be further divided into oral communication and written communication. Non-verbal communication. The non-verbal communication is done between two or more persons through the use of body language, facial expressions, postures, and gestures. Next, visual communication. Visual communication. The ideas and information are shared with the help of images, designs, drawings, animations, illustrations, and symbols. What is oral communication? The oral communication includes face-to-face talks, telephonic conversations, speech, videos, radio, and television. Here, ideas are expressed through word of mouth, and there is a speaker to convey the ideas. Next, written communication. In this mode, the written signs or symbols are used to convey the message. The message can be printed or handwritten and includes emails, letters, reports, memos, SMS, etc. Here, the message is influenced by vocabulary, grammar, writing, style, and clarity of language and arrangement of words or sentences. What are the advantages and disadvantages of oral communication? Okay. Advantages: quickness in exchange of ideas. Disadvantage: unfit for lengthy message. Quick feedback, lack of written proof. Flexibility, expensive method. Personal touch, lack of clarity. Removal of misunderstanding, misuse of time, and presence of both the parties is necessary. Now next, what are the advantages and disadvantages of written communication? Advantages: suitable for lengthy messages. Disadvantages: unfit for uneducated persons. Written proof, lack of secrecy, clear message, no quick feedback. Less expensive method, presence of both the parties is not necessary, true and effective. Here you can see types of non-verbal communication. Kinesics, body language. Haptics, means touch. Proxemics, space distancing. Chronemics, sign language and paralanguage. In body language, you can see facial expression, eye contact, or you can say gaze, gestures, postures, personal appearance. Facial expression. Face is the index of mind think how much information can be conveyed with a smile or a frown. By facial expressions, we can show or we can understand happiness, sadness, anger, and fear, and much more. I guess looking at another person can indicate a range of emotions like anger, grudge, and danger. A dangerous look can tell you someone is unhappy and not comfortable with you. Gestures and postures. Okay. Personal adornment appearance can indicate our profession. It shows your nature, interest, and your taste. It can also point out our religious and cultural values. Next topic is feedback. Before we discuss this topic, first I will discuss about process of communication. The process of communication involves the sender, message, encoding, communication channel, receiving, decoding, and feedback. Communication cycle explains how the system of conveying and understanding messages operates. What is feedback? Feedback is the transmission of evaluative information about an action, event, or process to the original or controlling source. It is a way to let people know how effective they are in what they are trying to achieve or how they influence you. Feedback occurs when an environment reacts to an action or behavior. What is effective feedback? Effective feedback, both positive and negative, it is very useful. Feedback motivates to perform better. Feedback from clients, suppliers, vendors, and stakeholders can be used to build better working relations and improve standards. Descriptive feedback. Descriptive feedback is unambiguous information in the written or verbal form which enables and helps the learner understand what she or he needs to do in order to improve. Oral feedback is provided verbally. It is accompanied with interaction between feedback giver and receiver. Written feedback. Written feedback is done through writing instead of speaking. Specific feedback. Specific feedback provides detailed and particular information on what the person did well or poorly. Non-specific feedback is usually not very helpful for the receiver as it creates the impression that you have not thought in depth about their work. Next topic is barriers in communication. Communication is one of the most crucial systems which is required to develop in all areas. It does not matter how good, well formed, and well developed the communication system is. Obstacles that hamper its effectiveness do occur within the system. These barriers could be avoidable or unavoidable. Therefore, individuals should inculcate all the required skills, attitudes, and traits so that they can effectively overcome these barriers in communication. The elements of a communication process are the sender, message, encoding, medium, decoding, receiver, and feedback as have been identified. A barrier exists in these elements. Complete clarity of the meaning and understanding does not occur. These barriers can block, filter, or distort the message as it is encoded and sent, as well as when it is decoded and received. So here you can see different types of common barriers to communication: physiological barrier, psychological barrier, cultural barrier, political barrier, economic barrier, technological barrier, and physical barrier.